Brett Bara, and I made a book called Sewing in a Straight Line. I've been sewing all my life, and one day I realized that so much of what I make is sewn simply with straight lines, and anyone can do that. With that one simple skill, you can make everything in this book. One of the quickest and easiest things to make with straight lines that packs a major punch is throw pillows. And we're gonna look at how to make a throw pillow with a zipper with my friend Christina. Hello.
Hello.
I am on a one-woman mission to teach the world that zippers are very easy to install. Are you ready?
If you say I can do it, I'm with you.
Here's what you'll need to get started. 1 yard of a medium or heavyweight fabric, or enough to cover your pillow form. An all-purpose zipper about 4 inches shorter than the width of your pillow. Thread to match your fabric. Scissors or a rotary cutter. A tape measure. Straight pins. A seam ripper. An iron, and your sewing machine. Cut 2 pieces of fabric the exact size of your pillow form. You don't need to add extra for seam allowance, and this will give you a nice plump pillow. To start the zipper, mark a spot on the bottom of the fabric 3 inches in from each side, and pin along this edge. Sew to the first mark with a regular stitch using a 1/2 inch seam allowance. Backstitch to secure, then switch to a basting stitch and sew to the next mark. Switch back to a regular stitch, backstitch again to reinforce, and then sew to the end of the fabric. After you've pressed the seam open and flat, place the zipper right side down over the seam, aligning the zipper pull just below the spot where you began basting, and pin the zipper in place. Attach a zipper foot to your machine and sew down one side of the zipper. When you reach the end of the basted portion of the seam, pivot and sew across the zipper, then pivot and sew back up the other side. At the top, just above the zipper pull, pivot again and sew across the zipper, making a complete rectangle of stitching. Now for the best part. Use a seam ripper to gently remove the basting stitches from the seam. And your zipper is done. Wasn't that easy? To finish the pillow, fold the fabric in half so the edges are aligned and pin the layers together. Sew around all 3 remaining sides using a 1/2 inch seam allowance. Trim the fabric from the corners and turn the pillow right side out, using a pointy object to poke out the corners. Then give it a good press. Okay, Christina.
Wow, looks great.
The pillow cover's done. There's just one thing left to do. Stuff it with a pillow. All right. Do you want to do the honors?
Yes, please. I love it. And for the final touch, decorator chop.
Well done. Ready to get sewing? My book will take you through everything you need to get started. And once you get stitching, you'll be ready to tackle the 26 projects for gifts, home decor, clothing, and accessories. So check it out today.